this is probably the hardest thing I've had to come to terms with in relation to how my health has impacted my education. In all honesty, and we may not all agree on this, that's totally okay, but so I just finished my first week of college for the fall 2018 semester, and I realized I hadn't really given an update on my education in a while, so I wanted to make a video about that. I'm gonna back up a little bit. So when I first started college, I was going to the University of Central Florida. I was living in Orlando. Then when Judd and I moved here, I felt like I wanted a change, so I applied to transfer to the University of South Florida. I got in, and that is currently where I'm a student. My major is communications, but it wasn't always. When I first went to college, like many students, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had my skills and my interests, but I didn't really see what I would be doing in the future as a career. I think I was an English major for a little bit, and I was trying to find my way, and then I realized I wanted to be an occupational therapist. It held a lot of my interests. I'd be helping people. It seemed like a great fit for me. But then as my chronic illnesses progressed, I didn't think the job and I would be as compatible. I actually shadowed a lot of OTs. I shadowed OTAs, which are occupational therapy assistants, and it still held my interest, but it seemed a bit too physically demanding for what I could practically do. Now, I do believe in, reaching for the stars, doing what you put your mind to, but at the same time, I'm logical and I want to set myself up for success. And pursuing OT for me personally didn't feel like I'd be setting myself up for success, because I do have to be mindful of what my body is capable of. So I decided to change my major to communications, and just because it's different doesn't mean it's worse. I actually really, really like this major. I like writing, I like public speaking, I like communicating, I like all of these things, and I feel like as a career, there's gonna be a lot of possibilities for me, and I'm happy with it. So yes, I've had to make some changes because of my health, but like I said, just because it's different doesn't mean it's worse. I'm currently going to school part-time. I've been part-time for a very long time, and this is probably the hardest thing I've had to come to terms with in relation to how my health has impacted my education. Going at my own pace. I used to say I'm going at a slower pace, but I stopped that because who's to say what is the correct pace? What's a faster pace? What is a slower pace? I'm just going at my pace. When it comes to education, everybody's on their own individual journey. It's their own experience. Even if you're at the same university with the same classes, same major, same professors, everybody's experience is unique, and I'm going at my unique pace, and I've finally come to peace with that. It wasn't always easy though. I would love to be taking full-time classes. I love learning. When I got out of high school, I didn't even take the summer off. I just went right into college because that's what I wanted to do. And then come 2017, I had to take the entire year off of school because my health was just so unstable. I could not practically apply myself to bettering my health and doing my studies. I actually had to medically withdraw from the spring semester of 2017 and made the really hard choice to take another semester off in the fall of 2017 so I could focus on bettering myself with my chronic illnesses. It was a difficult choice at the time, but honestly, it was the right choice, because now, 2018, I was able to resume schooling part-time. Honestly, I'm the kind of person where when I do something, I need to really apply myself. If I took on too much of a class load, the positive progress I'm trying to make with my health would suffer. And at the same time, I wouldn't be able to fully apply, all my ambitions and effort to do as well as I can in my studies if I took too many classes. So for me, my reality right now is one online class. Maybe next semester it'll be 2 or 3 or 4, who knows? But right now this is my reality, and I choose to embrace it, and I'm at peace with my own personal pace. Anyways, Judd always tells me it's a marathon, not a race. In all honesty, and we may not all agree on this, that's totally okay, but I do prioritize my health over my education. Personally, I feel that they're both very important, but the way I see it, I cannot fully take advantage of and appreciate what my education can bring for me if my health isn't in the right place, and that's why I tend to prioritize it. I also think that contributes to why I'm at peace with going at my own pace through my college career. Something that has helped me a lot is going to classes online. That has been the biggest accommodation, I'll say, because it's not really an accommodation. Anyone can take the online classes, but for me personally, it's been amazing because I need that flexibility in relation to my health. I don't know when I wake up if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. You know, having the flexibility of just doing my classes online and not having to adhere to a strict class schedule is great, because if I had class every Tuesday at 1 p.m., who knows what's going to be happening Tuesday at 1 p.m. What if I'm feeling incredibly sick or my pain is too high to get in the car and go to the university? It doesn't interfere with my doctor appointments, my treatment schedules if I'm in the hospital, unless I'm feeling too unwell. But generally, I can try to keep up with classes because all I need is my laptop and internet. So if I'm stuck in bed feeling unwell, I'm in the hospital, whatever it may be, I can generally keep up with my studies. And today, for example, is not my greatest day. I've been dealing with a lot of nausea and abdominal distension and a lot of pain. Haven't really been able to do much other than lay on the couch, but I can grab my computer, and with my heating pad and blanket and whatever else I need, I can stay in communication with my professor and continue my studies. Mostly every professor I've had throughout my entire college education have been really, really great at working with me and accommodating whatever I might need. Now, I am registered with the Office for Students with Disabilities. Every university should have one, and they all do differ a bit in what they can provide for you. If you're struggling, I recommend you reach out to them, because the worst they can say is, sorry, we're not exactly sure how to help you, but I've been to 2 universities now, and both offices for students with disabilities have been more than helpful. Here at the University of South Florida, I get accommodations such as extended testing time, because it can be really hard to concentrate when you're in a lot of pain. If I were on campus, we have an emergency plan in case I were to go into anaphylaxis or faint. Every semester, an email is sent out to my professors detailing whatever information I think it's important for them to know regarding my health, and also a list of my accommodations. Also, if I were on campus, I'd get like a reduced distraction testing environment, so I wouldn't really test in the classroom. I would do exams in the Office for Students with Disabilities. Also, and see, most of these accommodations are if I'm going to class in person. I'm not. But anyways, if I were going to class in person, they cannot penalize me for being absent due to my chronic illnesses. And at the beginning of the semester, the professor and I draw up an agreement on how we can work through absences due to my health. There are other accommodations as well, and they are personalized for the student. I found it to be very helpful. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all in regards to my chronic illnesses and my educational journey. You know, chronic illness has impacted my life in certain ways, obviously, and in all honesty, I have lost certain things because of my health, but my education is not going to be one of those things, because I'm determined. I'm going to keep working towards my degree at my own pace, because this is something that's important to me. This semester, I am taking a technical communications class, but for my major. So it's an upper level tech comm class, and I am absolutely loving it. You know, I do want to add that college isn't for everyone, and that's okay. Also, if you are wanting to go to school right now and you can't for whatever reason, maybe finances or your health, I've been there before, and you'll get there. You're not alone. Also, if you're in school right now and you're struggling for whatever reason, you're also not alone. This is not an easy journey. Just don't give up, because I know I won't. And also, if you're celebrating successes in regards to your education or whatever else, congratulations. Really happy for you. So if you want to share your experiences of education in the comments, feel free to do so. We can support each other, lift each other up, but that is what I had to share today. And with that, I'll say goodbye, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.